Okay, page 2. Number 10, we have a compound inequality. We can tell we have an open circle here and a closed circle here. And so this is an and compound inequality. And so with that, we will mark that. -8 is here. 2 is here. The and, so our variable's in the middle. Just got to make sure our inequality signs make sense. So x is less than or equal to 2, it's a closed circle, and greater than -8. For number 11, just one circle, so it's not a compound, just a regular inequality. It's a closed circle going to the left, boundary at 7. For 12, we see a closed circle here going to the left, open circle here, or sorry, closed circle here going to the right. And so we have another compound inequality, but because they're going opposite directions, we know it's an or compound inequality. So we can say x is less than or equal to -8, or x is greater than or equal to 2. Okay. Next set of problems. Just solving these. On this right side, I'll distribute 13 to both terms. 13c plus 52. Okay, here 14c, 4. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure my c's are positive. I'm going to subtract 13c from each side. That leaves me with 4 plus c here is greater than or equal to 52. Subtract 4 from both sides, and c is greater than or equal to 48. Number 2, compound inequality. So I'm going to focus on the middle and just make sure I do that to each side. I'm going to add 6 to all these sides. It gives me 4 in, and 20. And then I'm going to divide each side by 4. So that leaves me with 1 is less than or equal to n, which is less than 5. So n is greater than or equal to 1 and less than 5. Oh, they asked us to graph these. Let me graph these before I move on. So here, at 48, we would have a closed circle going to the right. This is the compound inequality with boundaries at 1 and 5. So an open circle at 5 going to the left, a closed circle at 1 going to the right. Open. Open. All right. All right. Number 15, we have -16 is greater than or equal to 4y. So to get y all the way by itself, I'm going to divide by 4. And that gives me -4 is greater than or equal to y. Okay. This is an acceptable answer. I like to write it with my inequality or with my variable in the front. So I want to make sure that I do write my inequality with the variable in the front. Y is less than or equal to -4. So we have a number line at -4. It'd be a closed circle going to the left. Number 16, solving this, subtract 8 from each side, -12, -u, -4. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this negative, so I'm going to divide each side by -1. And so I get 12 is less than u, nope, just divided by a negative number. So I have to remember to flip the sign. Okay, and so that's 4. Okay, as we write our number line, we got to think about where these numbers belong in the number line. Since 4 is a smaller number, it's going to go to the left, and 12 will go to the right. Okay, so you could, if you chose to, write this inequality with the numbers facing this way. Either way for the inequality is fine. The number line only works one way though. So open circle at 4, open circle at 12, shade in between. Number 15, solving this, I'll distribute the 5 to each side, or each term here. So -10 plus 5b is less than 3b plus 2. I'm going to get my b's on the same side first, keep them positive. So I have -10 plus 2b is less than 2. I'll add 10 to both sides, so 2b is less than 12, and then divide by 2, b is less than 6. So as we graph it, At 6, we have an open circle going to the left. And then finally, number 18, it is an OR compound inequality. Remember that just means that we're solving both of these inequalities separately and graphing them on the same line. So solve this, we're going to subtract 7 from both sides. Gives me negative 3x is less than 15. Okay, then divide by negative 3. And because we divided by negative, we need to flip our sign, negative 5. Or on the other side, I'm going to multiply by 3 on both sides. So I have 2x plus 5 is less than negative 21. Subtract 5 from both sides. 2x is less than negative 26. And then divide by 2. X is less than negative 13. As we graph this, I'm going to make sure I put it on the number line correctly. Negative 13 should be over here. It's less than negative 5. So x is greater than negative 5, open circle, going to the right. X is less than negative 13, open circle, going to the left. Okay, all right, that's that page.